So let's get something straight. The government has you paying an arm and a leg for a bag of potatoes and for fuel for your car or for a bit of heating in your house so that they can send weapons to murder and kill to some faraway land, assuming that that is good, that is for the greater good. I'm literally at a point of like pleading to the people that actually still believe that you have this belief, because that's what it is a belief that the government cares about you. If the last 3.5 years has not clearly shown you that that is not the case, what will? Do you have to starve or freeze to death? Do you have to end up like literally on the outside, homeless, starving and freezing? Like literally more and more people every day, guys, in first world countries. If any of you are in like middle Europe, let's call it, okay, so if you're like in Germany, Austria, France, Holland, UK, you know what I'm talking about. We have taken the biggest hit of all of this. For what? You think the government cares about you? They're the modern day kings. All they care about is conquering and ruling, and themselves. It's just a bunch of grown-up toddlers playing chess on a world scale, and we're in it. They don't care about you. If they cared about you, they'd care about the fact that basically every second person now is poor in Middle Europe. It is not just the times. It is not just what happens when crisis happens or when economic collapse. It's all designed and planned by them. The amount of money that was given out just for the tests, for the ridiculous, scam, the testing things that people used, millions, guys, per country, millions was given for the tests. Do you know how many people could be fed, clothed and sheltered for that? They don't care about your well-being. They never did. It's always about power, which is actually force, it's not true power, conquering and ruling. And it's a game between all of them. And they're using you. So you have to come to terms with understanding, like I'm literally pleading with you. The government doesn't care about you. They're laughing at you. I walk around and I see the gate. I see the like haze over people's eyes. People are really like at a point of just like, is this real? Like, is this even happening? Guys, that when you're not resisting evil, you are assisting it. Obeying the commands of your government is not a holy thing to do. It is not a righteous thing to do. Obeying the laws of our Creator is. Remembering that there's a creator of this world, the only higher power, not any human being, and that you actually begin to study and learn his word and understand what the truth is, then we wouldn't be in this mess. We wouldn't be in this mess because the whole world has gone and followed false idols, and they're everywhere because people have this worship gene, and when they're not actually connected with God, they use that worship gene to worship things and people. That's what people worship. Things. They worship cars, they worship celebrities, they worship money, they worship pleasures and so on and so forth. And that's what it's led us to. And because there is absolutely zero local community, let's go and help people that are in some faraway land. We have no idea who they even are, but you can quite happily walk past a person right in front of you that's literally starving and freezing on the street and be like, nah, ain't helping them. Where is the logic? Today, no one values logic. Throw it away. Throw out logic, throw out rationale, man. Get out of your head. Get out of your head completely, because everything's about feeling. Yeah, where's that led everyone to? Following their feelings. The government doesn't care about you. It never did. It is just the modern day kings. It is people that want to conquer and rule. That is it. And they will do everything they can to attain it. They will use every story possible. And when people do not comply to the things they tell tell you to do, when we do that en masse, it does make a difference. And by the way, not complying doesn't mean violence. It just means when they say, hey, this is a new rule I'm going to put out and I'm going to force it all on you, you say, no, we're just not doing that. That's non-compliance. It's not violent whatsoever. It's actually standing for something.